Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I'm just in my aluminum berry area and I crafted the Gregtech Sense. If we look at the recipe for it, it's just 3 ingots, so 2 plates and an ingot, and it does a 5x5 radius, so you just have to click on one and it'll do a bunch in a row. And with these berries that I take damage from, it is quite helpful. Just so I thought I would point that out. The sense does not work on these crops, unfortunately. I just tried it right here and it kind of like, it broke them all. You get them all, like it harvests them, but it breaks them out of the ground, so you have to replant them. So it doesn't work for that, but it works well for the IC2 crops. So I'm definitely probably going to be using that in the future, because I do want to get into maybe some crops just to check it out and see how I like it. I'm just kind of emptying some of this. My blast furnace is turned off. I need to get that back going again. This is turned off and we're full on steam for now, so I'm just going to kind of leave that for now. I'm going to compress some of that coal coke for my steel production. Alright, anyway. I'm crafting some more of the walls. Just because, I mean, I don't really need to use these walls. The whatever, I forget what they're called. These walls, I don't really need to use them, but you know, you get 9 from the craft, so it's like no different. Like, I just need some other ingredients, but like if I was using cobble, I would use 9 cobble and I get 9 hard walls, so I just figured I'd kind of go with it. And yeah, I'm just going to continue expanding it and see where we go from there. Maybe I'll make the towers out of one of the harder things. That'd be kind of cool, just for fun, really. But anyway, the reason I was harvesting these aluminum ore berries is because I was smelting them down in the smelter, and I realized, I don't know, I just happened to like look at the recipe, and you can actually pulverize them down into the tiny piles. So same, this is 1 nugget, and this is like 1 nugget, because these turn into 9. 9 of these equal 1 ingot, so I was kind of doing like an intermediate step, intermediary. Is that the right word? It sounded weird. Step. So I would kind of just cut out that the smelter because of the lava. So I didn't have to go get more lava. And the reason I wanted to get this tiny pile of aluminum is for this quest. And Cobalt brass is one of the required quests, so I figured I'd go ahead and do this. And for this part I need brass, aluminum, and cobalt, and that will get me the brass that I need, the cobalt brass. Now cobalt is, I can get it from cobaltite, I think it's called, I can't remember. Yeah, so 3 cobaltite. I think that's how we get it, right? Now that I'm thinking about it, can I get this at this level? Let's see. So you can centrifuge it. So worst comes to the worst, I can do that. Impure, yeah. So I can get it. No, that's not what so I need cobalt, right? So the question is, now that I'm like, how do I get the cobalt out of the cobaltite? Because that's cobalt. See, there's cobalt and cobaltite, which is a bit confusing. So this is what I was, yeah, I just realized this is medium voltage. And cobaltite is, you get cobalt from it, but it's also a great thing for arsenic. I did look into an easier way to get arsenic. So that is where I'm going to be getting my main source of arsenic from, but obviously this is medium voltage, so I can't do that yet. So I think I may have to maybe get this from, yeah, chalcopyrite maybe. You thermal centrifuge it or wash it. I can get it from there. So I don't, yeah. So I was thinking I was going to have to go to the Twilight Forest and get the other vein, but I think for now we will just do it. Okay, where is, yeah, so this is the vein. Garnierite, nickel, cobaltite, and pentolite is in the Twilight Forest, but I can't process it yet. So let me see what do I have chalcopyrite? I do. Okay, so thankfully I have chalcopyrite here. Let me process this up and we will get the cobalt out of it. I have to wash it and all that stuff. Wash it and thermal centrifuge it. So actually with that in mind, I should probably get my boilers going because I'm going to like tear through that steam. But yeah, let me cut here and we will be back in... it's going to be a little while for me, but it'll be instantly for you. Alright, as that is processing up here, I am definitely kind of struggling with, not struggling with steam, but I have to kind of turn this off and let my steam build back up again because it drains the batteries and then that turns the turbine on. So I thought as I was kind of working on that, getting the cobalt, I figured why don't I go ahead and try this advanced boiler out. So it gets 750 millibucks, or 750 millibucks of steam per second. Whereas this only gets, I forget, it's 20 millibuckets a tick, so 400 would be 400 liters a second. This is 750. This is almost double. Yeah, and I've never seen how these work, so I figured let me try these out. Now these gears, for now, I can put them through the alloy smelter. That's easiest. It's 8 for 1. I can't do the extruder recipe yet. Obviously, I'm not in that era or that age. But if I actually craft it manually like this, it's more annoying, but I'm actually saving on the rods. Because each rod, every 2 rods I save 1 steel, so it's actually cheaper. I use 16 steel, and then I get 4 leftover steel as opposed to just using 16 steel. So I figured let's go ahead and craft this up. And my Enderman is still in the basement. I can hear him down there. Oh, and I also need to try out this forestry work table too. There's so many things I need to craft and keep forgetting. I also need... Ooh, I'm almost out of wrought iron. So another thing I need to get going. Let's see. Do I have any iron? Or, because that's easiest, I just do it down to... No. Let's do, I guess, 2... Ooh, can I not get ingots out of this? Well, that's a thing. Yeah, this is the easiest way to get wrought iron. Can I not get iron nugget? I forgot. I know before I just smelted the... Is there really no way to get... I could put it through the alloy smelter to get that, so... I may actually have to do that. Did I make... I did make a nugget one. Alright, so I've never actually used this recipe before, so it is like a 1 to 9 though, so I'm not losing anything doing it that way. Alright, anyway. As we can see, I got distracted again. Do I have no tin cables either? I feel like I made some. Did I not? Alright, so I am like running really low on stuff I didn't realize. Let's see what's going on with Steam. Alright, so once the batteries fill back up again, then my Steam starts going up. So then I'll just turn this on once I get it up to about 400-ish. But let me just... I'm going to keep throwing stuff in here so it stays hot. Alright. There is that. Where are we? There we go. Alright, so these huge steel pipes, I know there's an extruder recipe, it's 12, but I can't do that yet. So I get that MV. Otherwise, yeah, it's 12. 12 more steel, so lots of steel in this recipe, but hopefully it'll be worth it, but if not, we will find out. Alright, so I'll just throw the iron nuggets back in there. Yeah, the easiest way to do it is just macerate iron ore and then smelt the crushed iron ore directly. I think that's, well, for now. The easiest way is to do the arc furnace. So what was it? It was like this, right? What if, yeah, I'm gonna run on my hammer there. Lasts me for a while though, the Damascus skill. Alright, is that hammer wrench? Alright, so there is the huge steel pipe. So this is what, 16, 28 plus 9 is 37 steel, not including these, which are their own kind of thing. But let me craft this up. This is a lot of kind of like microcrafting here. Ooh, these require a lot of wrought iron too. Alright, yeah. So once again, we'll just kind of continue getting the cobalt and the boiler at the same time. Alright, we got the advanced boiler chassis. Now, this was actually kind of annoying, mostly for all the wrought iron I needed. I needed 18 ingots of it. So, it just takes a while to compress everything down and all the ingots and stuff and smelt them. So that is definitely a pain. Alright, but that is that. Oh, I forgot I needed... is this... I'm forgetting, is it? Yeah, that's here. Alright, but now I can actually... I don't think I have done this yet. The circuit boards in the assembler. Alright, so the only way to make this is that. Okay, just kidding. I was thinking... I could do that another way. I can make the actual things afterwards much easier. But I still got to make these the old-fashioned way, unfortunately, I think. Right? There's no other way to make this. No. Alright, we're done with that. For now, at least. And these machines are so slow. It's 8 or 6. I think it's 8, isn't it? For the... I'm forgetting. Yeah, it's 8. Alright, so I thought I was basically there, but I forgot I had to make a circuit. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna turn in a few... Man, I'm short everything here. Alright, I realized I just made a mistake. So, the coated circuit boards, the only thing I can do with these is add it with the 4 wires. And I was like a bit confused why I couldn't get the circuit boards this way. And that is because they don't use the coated circuit board thing. They just use a wood plank with the copper foil. So unless I want to spend 12 ingots of copper making these, those are a complete waste. And since copper is harder to get than just some wood and some sticky resin, I'm just gonna chuck those over the side. And yeah, I just wanted to show that because I screwed up there. And then I borrowed that from there. So this should just go in there, and then yeah. So you don't even need to make the sticky resin or anything. Well, you get that from the glue, so you still kind of need it, but yeah. Alright, so I think I got everything here. That wasn't too bad. Still getting used to some of these recipes. I think, yeah. Alright. And was it screwdriver and something else? It's a wrench? Yes. Alright, so there's the advanced boiler. And we will take a look at this. I may replace it with this, I don't know yet. Nope, that's not what I wanted. For now, we'll just leave these here. I may need better pipes. But we'll just throw this down here. This should get water. Yep, so this is the exact same kind of layout as the other ones. Just instead of orange, it is instead of orange, it's like the bluish gray kind of color. Alright, so I'm assuming just we do that. I don't know how much this is going to... Can I attach this? I'm pretty sure I can do that. I'm a little curious because the top looks like kind of like a cover almost. So I don't know if you can attach the top. We will see. I just gotta wait till this kind of heats up a bit. Alright, but anyway, while that is heating up, hopefully it doesn't drain too much water too. I think we're producing enough water though. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Can I do anything with this? It does smelt it down. Alright. Wasn't sure if that smelted directly. Alright, so there is the cobalt. So we need 18 cobalt, and I think it's, what is it, 5. What's the recipe again? 2? 2 and 2? I don't remember. Cobalt, brass. Oh my goodness. Do I have extra? I do have extra dust, that's why I'm getting confused here. There we go. Yeah, I have 2 extra brass. Or 2 extra dust. So there is cobalt brass. And, oh wow, look at all these we get. And what is this? Right. So the reason we're doing this is to make the cutting machine, is one of the reasons. Or the main reason to get these cobalt. I think it's the only reason actually. Let me, I guess we'll throw that in there. I need to get an arc furnace too so I can smelt some of this down. And get the things again. Alright, so the cutting. Cobalt brass gears. Same. It's more efficient to do it with those until I get the smelting. Although I have to smelt these. Alright, so small pile of diamond dust. Is that just... Need 4 of those? I'm assuming that's just from like a diamond. Ooh, I only have 1 diamond left. I think that's the way to do it. Need to get another chest. I'm going to get a chest for my crush tests. I could actually go through these and like smelt them up. That'd probably be the easiest. Alright, so these are still emptying out of steam, so looks like those pipes are okay. Although I don't even need this much, because I'm not even like using all my power right now. Yeah, that definitely seems like it's filling up fast with these 2 boilers. I hate when I do that. Because the Gregtech machines consume the 1 item that it's using. Sometimes when I pull out like the dusts that I'm smelting, I forget there's actually 1 left in there, and then it kind of clogs up the machines. Alright, and the diamond saw blade. Oh, that's easy enough. Just the 1 ingot, or the 1 gear, and then the 4. And then I'm assuming the cutting machine will be next. Yep. Pretty typical, although... Well, this isn't too bad anymore. Now that I... Oh, I can actually do it in an assembler. I didn't realize that. A lot of these machines you can actually make in the assembler. Instead of using... Oh, this one doesn't use any tools. But a lot of times if they use tools, you can just do it in the assembler. So that will go in there. Yeah, so that like filled up. That filled up my steam really quick, so I'm quite happy with this. I'm probably going to get rid of this then, since this is so much better. Well, I don't know. I may just save this for when I need, like, if I'm running heavy duty machines, like from a centrifuge, or I don't know. I have not decided what I want to do. Do I want to make more basic steam turbines? Or should I just wait till I get MV and then I'll just craft an MV turbine? Because I'm not using a ton of steam. For the most part, I am... I just realized, don't I only need one? Wait a second here. It's only asking for one saw blade, right? Which is one gear. Yeah, one cobalt brass gear. Why is this asking for 18 cobalt brass when I only need like 8? And is it just because... Yeah, that's kind of weird. Unless there's another one I have to do this for. Like, I need 8 ingots here. I get 9 from that, so I would only have to do this one time, but it asks for 2 of these. I don't know. I may need another gear or another saw at some point. Because right now I have all the stuff for it, right? Am I crazy? Gotta take this out, otherwise it won't count. Which I've done a few times. And there's the saw blade. Yeah, so, I have extra cobalt brass. So we will see. Yeah, I only used 6 of that to make this one diamond saw blade. Anyway, I need to, yeah, get the cutting machine. And this can get me plates, rods into bolts, plates into, so yeah. Definitely a great machine to get, so I don't have to do this anymore, and I can just cut this stuff down. But let me get the rest of the stuff for this machine, and we'll be back. Alright, I just need the 2 circuits left, and I actually realized the advanced boiler, one of the rewards is actually 2 circuits. So I'm going to take those, because lead and steel are pretty... Lead's a little more annoying to get than steel, but these electric circuits are quite annoying, so I'm going to just go ahead and take those and use those right away to get this basic cutting machine. Now, once again, I need to get this close to water. So we're going to put this cutting machine right here. And I should probably at least make that a 2. Actually, why don't I just go ahead and make... Yeah, we'll just go ahead and make this a 4x cable. I have plenty of molten rubber in there. Alright, so there. Well, I guess we'll put the lathe kind of right there. I don't particularly like that there. Why don't I... Wait, no, I need this here, don't I? For now, we'll leave this, I think. I kind of like having the lathe and the stuff kind of next to each other, but yeah, because then I'm kind of jumping all around. Like, this candy machine doesn't need to be anywhere near this. Anyway, I will maybe look into adjusting that. Right, what do I have under here? Small wooden pipes. Doesn't need anything super fancy here. Did I? I always let those fall. Alright, so the cutting machine is getting... Dang it, that Enderman is like doing a number. Look at it. He's just picking up stuff and stealing it and all sorts. So rude. Making a mess in my house. Nice. So, if I am correct, I think I can just put these in here. Yeah. And that will give me 6 planks? I don't remember. Let's take a look at this. Love these coins. And, oh, look at that. Oh, that's personal chunk loader. I thought that was the... Alright, so the personal chunk loader. I don't know how I feel about having to use ender pearls, to be honest. I'm not really a huge fan of having to pay for chunk loading. I don't know, I haven't even thought about that yet. Is there like, is that the only way to... Where is it anyway? Oh, chunk loader. So there's like a Gregtech version of it. Interesting. But there's no, doesn't look like there's a recipe for it. What's this called? Personal anchor is what it's called. Alright, there it is. So yeah, I'll have to look into that instead of just standing here reading this. So yeah, okay, so that's cool. So you get, what did I put in here? I put, it's 4 planks and then some wood pulp. So I can turn these into the plates. Is that the easiest way? Like these wood planks, let's take a look at this. Is this the only way to get them? Ah, yeah, so the only way to get these is compressing. I thought maybe I could cut like a plank in, but that is not a thing. Alright, so you get 4 planks like normal, and you get the wood pulp on top of it. So that is pretty cool. Now I'm just curious what this personal anchor, emerald, gold, obsidian, and ender pearl. Alright. So is this, it says personal chunk loader, is that this thing? Even though it says anchor? Because the chunk loader, I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that. I don't know. It's hard to tell if it's actually working. That's the only thing. Yeah, what else do we got here? What is this? Oh, we can do the thing that gets you the trading post, is what I meant to say. Akihabara. I think I need emeralds for that, which I have a couple. But the main reason to get this is for diamond plates. And off the top of my head, I am forgetting why I needed those. Well, one of the things is to get those, so that's good to know. Interesting. So yeah, there are a whole bunch of stuff that yeah, that we can make from this. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, I definitely want to get the forestry work table going. And yeah, I haven't quite decided where we want to go from here. But now I have an easier way to get the wood planks and all that stuff. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.